Freedom for me, but not for thee. Let's talk about freedom for a minute here. Because there's definitely a cohort of individuals in this country that be beating their chest under their red, white, and blue cut-off tank tops and their cut-off jean shorts, or screaming out at the top of their lungs, "Let freedom ring. We are the most patriotic." But what is this freedom to them? It's not true freedom. It's not freedom for everyone because they're going to set the dictates of what these freedoms are. You have to live within our parameters and our rules, and then you can have these freedoms that we want to express to everyone else. Examples of such would be marriage. We're going to dictate what the rules and parameters of marriage are. So two men can't get married and two women can't get married. Not everyone's going to have that freedom in this country because that's what we say is right. We can't allow women to have their own choices in their medical decisions and how they want to choose to live their life. We can't allow that freedom. We got to limit their choices and limit their ability to do whatever they please to help themselves out and make themselves as healthy as possible and keep themselves alive as long as possible. That's not something we want to offer. See, it's not true freedom they're after. What they're wanting is freedom without consequences to their actions. You see, they want to have this freedom to be able to control and manipulate other people and elevate themselves and keep themselves in power, keep themselves in control and in the ruling part of this country. They want freedom to be able to say and do whatever they want without suffering the consequences. They bitch and whine about the verbiage we have to use now. But that's just a matter of respect. They want to be able to say whatever they want to any individual walking down the street, whatever minority that they see across. They want to be able to say whatever they want without suffering consequences. Well, honestly, they have the freedom to do that. They can say whatever they want, but they will have to suffer the consequences from it. It's kind of like the old adage they like to throw around of, well, if you yell fire in a crowded theater, then you're using your Second Amendment right. You shouldn't be punished for that. But if you cause chaos and injury to happen because people are flocking out of the theater because of what you screamed, you need to suffer the consequences. You caused injury to other people. See, freedom is a responsibility we should all have. Freedom should be distributed to everyone that possibly could do it to operate in the same ways. Marry who you want, make the medical decisions you want, live however you want. Have the ability to pursue happiness in this country to the best of your ability, no matter of your race, color, creed, religious background, anything. But they don't like this. They want to keep the cards stacked in their own favor. And they want to be able to operate and do whatever they damn well please without suffering consequences. And that's why they think people are attacking their freedoms, why they're persecuted all the time. It's because, why can't I say that? Why can't I say that two gay men can't marry? You can say that. But it doesn't mean you can restrict that freedom from them two men. They live in this country and contribute just as much as anyone else in this country does. You don't have the right to tell them what to do. They have the right to be able to live their life however they choose to live their life, no matter what your God says. You can't dictate this to them because you're limiting freedoms. If you're truly about freedom, you let them live. But the fact of the matter is, it makes you uncomfortable. It makes you uneasy in your own self. And it reminds me of a situation that I recently had where a gentleman said that he can't worry about what he's doing in his own life and his own job because he has to worry about everyone else. That's a miserable ass way to live because you have no control over your own life and your own destiny. Everyone else around you is controlling you because you're worried about them and what they're doing when they actually could have absolutely zero effect on your life. If two gay men moved into the right of you and a couple that moved into the right and the left of you had an abortion, that doesn't affect your day-to-day operation unless you allow it to affect your day-to-day operation. So you have the freedom to operate however you want, as long as you don't harm other people, hurt other people, or prevent other people from living their way. But you're putting yourself in a cage. You're limiting your own freedom because you're concerned so much about everyone else's thing. You don't need to be in other people's bedrooms. You don't need to be in other people's doctor's offices. Be free from that responsibility. Free yourself from that and live your life to the best you possibly can. And just be respectful because freedom is a responsibility. It's a responsibility to make sure that you can operate in the freest way you possibly can without limiting other people's freedoms, without harming other people in the advantage. See, the people that scream and cry about the freedom and getting back to the free ways of living, are some of the people that are most oppressive in this country and truly don't know what freedom is because they want to prevent it to most people in this country instead of allowing freedom to ring.